So I got a quick video. Harley, can you do a quick video on how to evict your inner wussy, your wussbag tendencies? That's a good one. That's something I've been working on for probably since 1996 when my grandmother gave me a book about, you know, mindset and stuff like that. I was like, wow, I can actually control my thoughts. Well, what a concept. That's the only thing you can control in your life is your thoughts. You can't control the weather. You can't control your kids' behavior. Well, sometimes you can. You know what I mean? There's nothing you can 100% control except for your thoughts. Think about it. Pretty crazy. Here's a durian here. This is a beautiful organic Malaysian durian. This is $45 US for a little durian snack. And now to open a durian with no fingers, you just, with no knife, sorry, you just put your finger in the bottom and it just pops open like that. And it breaks apart like a jigsaw puzzle. And that's it. You don't need a knife to open durians. They just pop open when they're ready. Look at that. See how it's nice and white like that? Oh yeah. So people go, 45 bucks just for a fruit, for a piece of fruit, $45? Taste test. Oh my God. This is like the center of like white chocolate cookies, the cream. This is the original. And then people in Europe, they have this durian. Oh man, that's incredible. I'll eat that later. They had this durian and then they're like, wow, we go back to Europe, what can we eat? Let's make some cream and add sugar to it, like to resemble a durian. Finger licking good, man. The original finger licking good. I don't lick my fingers much, but when I have good durian, definitely. How to evict your inner wussy? A lot of people see that and go, $45, blah, blah. When I see the durian, I'm like, that's what I want. How much is it? Cool. There's the money. Thanks for that. Or I could say, oh, $45 and go on about it. And, oh, that's just like, you know, we live in a fucked up society. And, you know, if I was a family and you got six people in the family, that's, you know, $300, $350, $400. Let's say $400 for a family to have a little durian feast. $400 to have a fruit meal. That's fucked up. I understand that. I'm not going to go on about it. So being, you know, just like more positive is how you evict your inner wussy. Instead of focusing on what you don't want and trying to control what you can't control, focus on what you can control. Focus on what you do want. That's how you start evicting that inner wussy. Be less a victim. So many people are victims. Like, this happened to me when I was a kid. And, like, how long are you going to fucking carry that story around for your life? Like, how long? I avoid telling people my problems unless I can feel they're a direct part of the solution. Like, I might have a sore knee and I'll talk to a physio or whatever. I won't talk to just anyone about it. So I don't want to burden them with just nonsense. Like, everyone's got their own shit to deal with. You always got to focus on what you want in life. And sometimes life throws you something you don't want. Here's an example. A few months back, I was cycling along, met up with another cyclist, and we're riding down the street, and he got slammed by a car. And I sort of stopped to help, and in the end, I was getting bashed up. These guys are beating on me, chipped my tooth, fucking getting a bit of concussion, and sort of damaged my bicycle. So I was thinking, fuck, you know, and I could have been bitter and fucking, oh, this is fucked up, you know, and all this, and it was, but I was like, Harley, focus, reset, and go, how can you achieve something out of this situation? Versus being bitter and what. So hang on, my bike's damaged. I'm going to get a fucking new carbon fibre bike out of this. Yeah! I got the top of the line giant Tour de France bike. The latest Durace 11-speed group set. So I swung it from something I didn't want. I didn't want to get bashed and concussed and my fucking tooth chipped just for helping someone out. So I swung it into something I did want. A nice new fucking high-end Tour de France bike. So you've got to focus on what you want. If you don't get what you want, spin it so you fucking do. Like, does that make sense? I walk into an Asian grocer, see the durian, I look at the price tag, fuck it, 45 bucks. I don't want that, but I do want the durian. And then I understand that $45 is going to more organic durian farms in Malaysia. And I've been to these farms and all the birds and the animals, and it's fantastic. So you're supporting like an organic fruit forest on the other side of the world. So you focus on what you want. Focus on what you want, and if you don't get what you want, do it till you fucking get what you want. Does that make sense? Or you can try and get what you want, and when you don't get it, you can just give up and go, well, when I was a kid, and blah, blah, blah. Just all this fucking emotional bullshit we tell ourselves to prevent us from taking any real action in life. Enough with that. And yes, this is a lot easier when you're hydrated up, carb the fuck up, and getting consistent early nights. It's a lot easier. And I know as soon as I find it hard to get what I want, then I need to increase carbs, increase water, increase sleep. And you'll find the people who are like, oh, I don't need to drink water, I don't need much sleep, I don't need much food. They're the ones that are generally in the victim mindset, running on caffeine or drama or whatever. They're like, they're in that rut. I want to be I am in that flow of abundance because I'm getting that sleep every night. I'm getting that carbs every fucking meal. I'm getting that consistent hydration where I'm just peeing clear all the time, at least every 2 hours, pissing like a fucking racehorse. And that's the secret. Focus on what you want. What you focus on is what you get, whether you want it or not, whether you deserve it or not. So if you're focusing on your negativity, that's going to come more into your life. So focus on what you want. Have goals. Have goals, what you want. And write down goals. Behind this computer, I've got goals on the wall. So I'm subconsciously always looking at that. So then you gravitate towards that. It's like when you're riding a bike or driving your car, you got to have direction. You can't just close your eyes and go, oh, you got to have direction. Subconsciously, you know you got to stay on between those lines. You might have to look at it like that, but subconsciously, you know you're on autopilot. So have goals and focus on that. And that's how you evict your inner wussy. Focus on your goals. When you're feeling pain and feeling harshness or the world's fucked up, then you're taking your focus off your goal. That's the reality. When you feel pain, it means you've taken your focus off your goal. When you feel pain, you've taken your focus off your goal.